Hello everyone, good morning everybody who's watching. If you are watching, thank you. It's Slobby Sunday again. I can't believe it's been a week already. I've got my tissue for my Dribblinos, and I've got a cup of hot chocolate. Actually, if I turn it around, it's a little bit about what I'm going to talk about today. My mug says world's best mum. My daughter got me the mug, and yeah, I'm the world's best mum to her. That's delicious. But I had the world's best mum to me. My mum passed away 12 years ago today, and so it's her anniversary today. It's a hard one, this. My mum was, I'm very much like my mum, people tell me, but my mum was, she was a funny, lovely little lady. She was only little. She was 4'10", I think, and her feet were a size 2, English size 2. So she was really tiny. When I was younger, she was in a very bad marriage with my biological dad, and when that ended, there was just me and her for quite a long time, until she met my stepdad when I was 11, and he was a true dad to me, like a true in all the senses of the word dad. He was just a beautiful man, and there'll be a time when I talk about him, but this is about Mum. So when she first met him, I wasn't too keen, because there'd just been me and her for such a long time, and it was difficult to share her, because she was so close to me. We were like sisters, because there was just me and her, and yeah, she was a very, very special lady, but she was also very blunt, very blunt, and if she had anything to say, she'd definitely say it. I think that's why people think I'm a bit like her, because I'm quite blunt too, and yeah, I don't sort of hold back what I've got to say. If even if I think it's going to upset somebody, I do pull back a little bit more than my mum did, because I do think about how it might affect people, but I don't think my mum ever did. She was very blunt indeed, but had the most beautiful heart. If she loved somebody, she loved them with all her might. And yeah, so it's quite sad. 12 years is a long time to be without your mum. One day is a long time to be without your mum, but I'm on the 12th year today, so it's difficult. I know she's okay up there. She got poorly, and passed very quickly. It was a cancer. We don't know what the cancer was because we didn't have an autopsy or anything done. So my sister and I have, oh sorry, so let me skip back. So she met my stepdad when I was 11, and then when I was 16 my sister was born, which I've spoken about in a previous time. So my mum was 62 when she passed, so my sister was very, very young. I'm 57 now. Ooh, 56 last week, 57 now. And my sister's coming up for 41 in January, so 12 years ago. She was very young to have lost her mum, and we'd lost dad previous to that. So yeah, bit tough. It's a bit tough. I do go to my mum and dad's grave. I find it really, really difficult to do that, and I can't go on the days like mum's anniversary, dad's anniversary, birthdays, Christmas, because it just hurts too much. The anniversaries are worse because on their grave it's got the dates on, so if I'm there on that day, just makes, sorry, get a little bit emotional, pull back, it just makes seeing the date and being there on that date, albeit years after, I just find really hard. So yeah, I had the world's best mum, but I know every single one of you has got the world's best mum, and every single one of you that have got children, they've got the world's best mum, and that's why they make shitloads of these mugs, because everyone's the world's best mum to somebody, and I get that, but my mum was really dear to me, and yeah, it's just a tough day, but I'm not gonna dwell on that too much, because I'll just get too emotional. You can see I've got a different view, because this is the window that was in front of me on my other vlogs. I've had a little move around in my craft room. The day before yesterday, I had a dream that I'd got this big spacious craft room, and I do have a lovely big room with my crafts in it. I do share it with my husband. He's got a tiny little desk area with a couple of shelves, but I have the rest of the room, and I'd got it on like a U shape with all my crafting and stuff on, but then I decided that part of the U I wanted to bring into the middle of the room, so I'd made like an L shape with a desk, and it was just closing it off, and it didn't feel spacious, and it just wasn't right. So this dream, I had this big, beautiful, spacious craft room, and I woke up yesterday morning and said to hubby, I want to move my craft room around. Well, if you're a crafter and you've got shitloads of stuff, then you know how difficult it is to jolly it all around, move it all about. So yeah, that was a bit of a task yesterday, and it was one of them tasks that when you start it, you think, oh, what have I done, why am I doing this? So literally I had to take pretty much everything off everything, and from underneath places, and pile it all into the middle of the room, and then start again, moving the furniture, putting it all back. It took me till very late last night to get it. Bear with, someone's knocking the door. Hello? Hello?
Oh, I need a drink.
Well, come and get one then.
I'm not being on your camera.
Well, stay there, I'll get one. Sorry, there's someone wants a drink out my fridge.
No, my drink.
This one?
Yeah. Come on, dog.
Sorry, you didn't want to be on the vlog. So yeah, so I don't even know where I was. So yeah, I got all this stuff out and got it all back. I've still got drawers to go through, and I did have one drawer that where I'd got things that I didn't know what to do with them. I've just put them in the drawer. So sometime in the week I'll probably do the drawers, But yeah, really happy with how my craft room looks now, and my pegboards have been tidied up. One of my followers did comment that she loved my pegboards. They were a blooming mess, but I've tidied up now and they look really nice. So I'll just turn you a little bit around. So now look, there's my nice neat pegboards. As you can see, bit more tidy. So yeah, so this was the view you had, only it's a lot more tidy now. So yeah, I've been doing that's hubby's little tiny desk area. But yeah, so this week's been great. I'm sure you've been watching about my birthday and how exciting all that was. So that was really good. It's Sunday, so I've just been on my Sunday push myself walk, and I've been up to the shop. We got our sausages and I call them batches, and I've realised when I watched everything back that nobody will know what a batch is. A batch is a bun or a bap or a bread roll. Where I live in the Midlands, we're pretty much the only people who call it a batch. So if I say batch, it's not a batch of something, it's a bread roll. So yeah, we've just had that. So that was really nice. I'm not going to be on here too long. I did say in my previous videos that I watch a lot of people and I watch a singer. I've asked his permission if I can mention him. And he's going live at 2 o'clock this afternoon. So I'm going to do this and then settle myself down, lay in my bed, because I'm shattered, and watch him, which is a real treat on a Sunday because he doesn't normally do Sundays. I watched him last night. We have a party night. Let me just tell you about him first. His name's Daniel Evans. If anybody wants to look him up, his Instagram, TikTok is Daniel Evans Sings. No numbers after it or anything, because they're all like copying people that aren't really him. So Daniel Evans Sings. He's very soulful, sings a lot of ballads. But on a Saturday he does like a party night, so a bit more upbeat, bit more tempo, and we just have such a good time. The community that he's built on his channel, the people are so lovely. We all chat, so we chat in the live. Everybody knows each other, and you know, we all look out for each other, and they ask how you're feeling, and it's a really safe space to tell people how you're really feeling, because we tend to, British tend to, if somebody says, how are you? You just go, oh yeah, I'm great, thank you. And you could be feeling like absolute shit, but you'll tell everybody you're feeling great. So it's a real safe space, and the community is lovely. There's some really lovely people on there. Daniel's just wonderful. His voice is just beautiful. He probably won't like me saying this bit, but he was on X Factor quite a while ago, I think 18 years ago. And they are on YouTube for you to watch. He doesn't like them. He's grown so much since then. Actually, he's grown older. Sorry, Dan. But he's grown in his experience and his voice, and his voice is just so wonderful. You can find him on Spotify, Amazon Music, all those sort of things. But please, if you like music and you like listening to people, try and go on and see if you can go on TikTok and watch him. He does quite a few gigs in the week, like lives, He's just great. So he's doing a special Sunday afternoon today, so I will be going off to go and watch that. He did give me permission to mention him, so, and my friend Louisa Heinzel will be over there as well. She's a moderator for his channel, and she's the one who got me into him. And so yeah, I'll have a little chat with her as well at the same time. So hi Lulu, hi Dan, if you're watching. So yeah, that's a nice little Sunday treat for me. After I've had a bit of a rest, I am going to make a Sunday roast, and we've got some roast beef today, so we're going to have roast beef and Yorkshire puddings, just traditional English Sunday roast. And then maybe later on I'll be doing some crafting, because I haven't really done anything since my birthday, because I was so busy. And then yesterday I would have had time to craft, but I decided to move it all around. And again, if you're a crafter or anything arty, you'll know that once you've got your space how you want it, you just want to get in there and do some crafting. So yeah, hopefully this next week I'll not be so tired, and be able to do a little bit of crafting. Still missing going to my job, because at work I'm Lisa, and at home I'm mum, or wife, or friend, so, or family. So it's weird not being Lisa, but this is where I'm finding that I can be me, and I'm hoping I'm coming across as nice as I am, because I am quite a nice person. I try to be kind and considerate to people. What else can I talk about today? I don't really know what else to talk about today, and because it's Sunday, the sloppy clothes are on, even though, so that's another thing as well I was going to say. So when I was working every day, I always made an effort of getting up with the alarm in the morning, having my wash or shower, getting myself dressed, full makeup on, hair done, and since I've not been working, I'm not doing that. I do get up and have a wash, but I tend to just put face cream on. I do quite a nice skincare routine. I'll probably go through it with you one day. So yeah, I tend to just do that, and then, but I'm not getting like dressed up sort of thing. So I was working from home, but I always felt that I had to be dressed and ready for work to be able to do my job properly. So, you know, I wore blouses and shirts and trousers and skirts, and I properly got dressed like I was going into an office every day. And now I don't wear those sort of clothes. So I call it Sloppy Sunday because I've normally got a hoodie on and some leggings or tracksuit, but pretty much I'm slobby every day at the minute. So yeah, I do try a little bit to put something a bit nicer on in the week, but it's not office attire, and it's not something that, like, I'm not dressing up to go anywhere or anything. So yeah, Slobby Sunday is a Slobby Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at the minute. Maybe a little bit nicer and neater in the week, but, and sometimes I put a bit of jewellery on, just to make myself feel a little better. But yeah, so Slobby Sunday, the heating's on, the hot chocolate's gone on in the mug, and yeah, just comfy. It's typical English, British, horrible weather out there. Quite crisp, to be honest. When we went on our walk, it was quite crisp, but quite chilly, really quite cold. And the wind was, on the way there, the wind was blowing into my face, and even with my glasses on, my eyes were pouring with water, because it was just so windy. And I don't know what the word is. I want to say brisk, but brisk is walking briskly, so it's not brisk. But it was yeah, it was just a bit cold and windy and not great. But yeah, now I'm home and I'm all cozied up. It's lovely. Heating's on, like I said, and it's just nice to have a nice relaxing Sunday afternoon. So I've been chatting for 20 minutes. I don't even know what I've chatted about today. I don't know if the lighting's very good today, because I've moved everything around. Let's see if my ring light will stay there. Well, that's better, isn't it? Look a bit brighter. Oh, that's much better. I should have thought that at the beginning. I do look like I've got an alien head, but it's my office chair. You can see my other chair in the background. That's my sit by the heater with my cup of tea chair. And if anyone comes round, then I do let them sit in my nice comfy chair. So yeah, I'm going to do a bit crafting this week. When I come on in the week, I do need to talk to you about a gift I got from my sister for my birthday. It's a hairbrush that's made by a chap who his wife had cancer and obviously struggled with her hair. So it's a gentle hairbrush for you. So I will show you that the next time I'm on, because obviously it's not just for cancer patients, but it's such a soft brush that I think it might be interesting for people, and I'd never heard of it before. So yeah, thanks Joe for that. Really thoughtful gift, and something that, you know, other people might find if they've got like tender scalps or anything like that. Anyway, like I said, chatting on about nothing. Sundays really haven't really got a subject. Thinking about my mum a lot today. I'm hoping to go up to her grave in the week when it's not so raw and take her some flowers. She'll be cursing me because, like I said, she's very blunt, and she would say, told you you'd never come up here and all that rubbish. But I do go up there. I just struggle on dates, and hopefully she'll let me off. Not a lot she can do about it, to be honest, is there? Sorry, that was a bit of black humour. Dark humour, not black humour, dark humour. Honest, I'm really, one day I might get to grips with this, and you might have a video that, one, makes sense, two, has a subject that I stick to and I just waffle off, and three, you might find really interesting. So yeah, that might all come one day, but for now, thank you for sticking with me. If you are, if you're not and you've gone, bye bye. Quick before I go, I'm getting a lot, I know when you go on social media, you get a lot of like odd people, shall we call them, odd people, messaging you and doing things. Now, I am expecting to have some comments sometimes that aren't very nice, because I'm aware that happens, and I'm okay with that. I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but I'm prepared for that to happen, and I'll react to it as and when I need to. But what I am finding is I'm getting a lot of followers, which is great. Thank you for following me. But I'm getting a lot of followers that are saying that they're sort of my age men, quite good looking ones, to be honest, but they're just pictures that I'm fully aware might not be them, but they're messaging me privately on the back of the videos, and to be honest, that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to make relationships or like love interests, because that's then they're messaging me like some quite, not like pushy, but hi beautiful, you know, your smile's beautiful. Well, one, I'm not beautiful. Two, my smile ain't that great. And yeah, I just find those, I don't think they're real people, and that's not what I want. So if I get anything like that, I'm really sorry. If you've sent me anything like that, I will have blocked you, and I will block you. Obviously, if you want to comment on my videos or anything like that, put it on the bottom of the video, and I'll try and respond to everybody if I can. If you've got something you need to say to me and it is private, and it's appropriate, then yes, of course, I will respond and answer any questions you have. But if you're a middle-aged to older man, because that's what I class myself as, middle-aged to old bracket, if that's what you are and you just message me because you want attention, I'm not going to give it to you. Not what I'm after, not what I'm doing this for. Just doing this to, like I said previously, just to be a bit of me, have a little chat, talk about rubbish. But anyway, we're coming up for 30 minutes, so I know I do waffle on. Look, every time I've come on, I've got something down me. So toothpaste, I think this is a little bit of my sausage and onion roll. I really find it hard not to say batch. I think that's a little bit of that might spill down me, but Sloppy Sunday, so it doesn't matter. Take care, everyone. Thanks for listening. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for supporting me. Next week I might try a live, see how that goes, because TikTok are pressuring me to do a live, so I might do one just to stop that and keep the algorithm going, or whatever it is. I'm going now to watch my mate Daniel Evans. Like I said before, Daniel Evans sings. Try and watch him if you can. He's so good. And yeah, he's such a lovely person too. So I'm going to go and do that. Then I'm going to make my roast dinner, and I'll probably see you lot in the week. So take care. Have a lovely day, whatever you do. Bye-bye.